here, John. You're learning a lot about plants today.
I am. I don't even own a plant, so now I'm
All right,
getting an education.
Here we go. First one from one of our viewers. How do I control nematodes? I planted marigold.
Okay, so this is actually a picture of my garden because there's no picture with
How
it.
beautiful.
Wow, that is beautiful.
Which is expected because nematodes are actually microscopic little worms that are in the soil. There's good nematodes and there's bad nematodes.
Like everything.
Bad nematodes, root knot nematodes, when you pull your tomatoes out, I always say look at the roots. You'll know if you have them because the roots will have lots of nodules on them. Also during the season, you'll be like, why is my plant growing but not as well as maybe the one next to it? It's not producing as well. They are bad. If you have a pot or a raised bed, get that soil out of there. Don't put it in your compost. Get it off your property.
That's the bad nematode dirt?
Bad nematode dirt. There's not many ways of controlling it. The marigolds, it's sort of a myth, but not. It has to be true French marigolds, which are actually not French. They're from Mexico. And you have to have fields of them, and you have to plant them at the right time. You can plant disease or nematode resistant tomatoes. You'll see that on the label. You could sterilize your soil by laying clear plastic in the summer, turning it over, laying it again, but that only gets so far. Really difficult to control. There's no real cure for it.
Wow.
Fortunately.
So you're saying there's good nematodes, bad nematodes, and they have to live together sometimes.
Well, yeah, and unfortunately the good nematodes don't control the bad nematodes, but actually add good nematodes to your soil this time of year and in spring. It'll help with other things.
Oh, wow.
All right, here
They're
we
like,
go.
They're like gut bacteria.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah,
Your
there you
biome.
go.
Yeah.
Next one, my new Christmas cactus dropped most of its buds.
Yeah, so if you bring it in, change of temperature, change of humidity, change of light, that could cause things to drop off. Unfortunately, when you buy them at the store this time of year, they're either in bloom or almost about to bloom.
Oh.
So, you know, just be patient. Maybe it'll put on some new buds, but remember, bright light inside. If you've had one year round and you leave it by a light that's on, say until like midnight, that can prevent initiation of buds. So make sure it gets that dark period of time as the sun sets, allow it to go dark, and then that's what helps it produce buds. So just hopefully, it looks great. Just unfortunately, sometimes that's what happens when plants get moved to different areas.
All right, got about 30 left. How often should I water this plant?
Okay, so this is a jade plant, succulent inside, low water. Do not water this until that soil is completely dry out. That may be 2 weeks this time of year. And I just wanted to put a note, if you have succulents in a pot outside in this rainstorm, you know, don't go out now, necessarily move them up close to the house because you probably don't want to be outside, but if they're in standing water, dump it out. No standing water for your succulents. And if you could get your potted succulents underneath a dry spot, that's good because it's the winter rains that will kill your succulents in a pot.
Okay, very good.
There you go.
You can write her, theplantlady@kmaxtv.com. You can follow her on Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff there. And if she doesn't get your question, she will on Facebook, but give her time because she actually has a job.
Unlike Tina.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Kind of true. All right.